We got the wide shot back. Look, we can see Womack. Say hi, Womack. There we go. Dos, you're looking good. This is, of course, going out on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, we had the Muscle Cat Sports Show, the live stream last night. Thank you to everybody who called in, everybody who watched. We're having a lot of fun on that. Not a lot of sleep, James, between Monday and Tuesday. He's shaking his head. He's in business mode. Is your mic on?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Tired.
Yep, me too. But we've got a big show today, Outback QB. Check out the Muscle Cat Sports Show on YouTube if you haven't already. Let's go. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Outback Quarterback Podcast for another week. It is great to have you here. We're in Muscle Cat Studios. I'm Curt, your QB3. We have got Holy, our QB2.
All right. Oh, yeah, I always am.
Yeah. Well, did you think that was an upgrade or a downgrade?
Yeah, I did for some reason.
Well.
After I hosted last week.
Yeah,
I was QB1.
That's right. You've actually downgraded from your own assignment. And we've got our QB1, our weekly QB1, Dos. How are you, Dos?
I'm not too bad, thanks, Curtis. How you doing? Hawley, how are you?
Yeah, good. DOS.
Whoa.
I was just reading some stats, doing some
Smooth
last-minute prep, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Always the professional.
2 lines or 3 today?
Well, I didn't actually prep anything at all for the Packers-Cardinals game because I figured DOS would talk about it.
Well, he's got the Jordy Nelson shirt on. Yeah. How are you feeling about the Packers, Dos?
Yeah, they're not too bad. Late flight out. Flight was delayed about 6 hours out of
the excuses are
Green Bay.
You're all over everything, aren't you?
That disrupts your preparation a little bit. Could you imagine if Curt was delayed 6 hours, Hawley? Do you think we'd...
Well, yeah, Hawley, imagine if one of our
be
hosts was late to the show. I mean, that would really disrupt our preparation.
Wouldn't
it, Dos?
Other circumstances that I have to wait for before I get the green light to exit the garage. So... now Green Bay. Micah Parsons, awesome. Standout game from him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about him, DOS.
Won the game.
Only just beat the Cards.
On the road, though.
Beat the Bengals by 9 points, but I mean...
On the road.
It's only the Bengals.
It's a good win. Then they got Aaron Rodgers and
Tied
the Steelers.
to the Cowboys, lost to the Browns. It's not looking that promising.
Beat Washington and Detroit, though.
Big game against Steelers.
That is a big game this week.
Rodgers.
Rodgers' chance to beat every team in the NFL.
Yeah. There you go.
Would you like to see it happen? Or is that what you're going to come in with next week? When
he was happy to see it.
I wanted to see it. It's good for the game.
No,
I knew that line was coming out.
No, I don't want to see it, actually.
Panthers in good form as well.
I'm not concerned on Green Bay.
Yeah, we do have a show to get on with, boys, whenever you...
Well, you asked me if I was concerned on Green Bay.
Yeah, I know.
And
also, we have another question to ask you.
Yo.
You know last week when you had a go at us about DMing players?
Yeah.
You don't DM players then, obviously?
I don't think so. What have I done?
Oh,
Is there evidence to the contrary?
James, have we got... Now, let's bring up Olamide Zacchaeus.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on the show. It's different. I'm not just...
Well, what do you think? We're doing the same thing.
Excuses. What?
Hawley is not doing the same thing.
Yeah, I messaged him to say good luck and then we'll start chatting. But you need to start the conversation, not just go straight out. That's like asking a girl to marry her before you've even met her.
I did that. No, didn't take that long, though. Wow, pull that back up again. I might cringe at this. Hi, Olamide. I hope you're well. We are the biggest NFL podcast in Australia.
Which we are.
Damn right we are. And you have become a cult hero on our show.
Not a great 2024 season.
Well, yeah.
Let me look at his stats.
Well, I can't go in. I can't go in raw. I mean, I've got to at least.
He knows you're taking the piss now, doesn't he?
He was great. He was a cult hero again last year. He was good.
He's popping up for the Bears this year.
Give me his stats last year.
Hold on.
Was he in Philly last year?
He had 506 yards, 3 TDs.
For Olamide, that's great.
He was in.
If you're listening, shout out. Would you be open to coming on our show for a short interview? Our listeners would love it, and you'd become an Aussie legend. Cheers, Curtis. I stand by that. That is not just saying, well, good luck, Olamide. That's content, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm just saying, you and DM players after you killed me for saying the same thing to Terry McLaurin. I was with Washington last year. Was with Philly the year before.
On. I don't think you asked Terry to come on the show. I think it's very, very... Show it to me.
Oh, I'll find it. All right. Now I got to send him. They get another screenshot to send to James.
Pull up all the DMs. That is good, though. Well done, Dos. How did you remember that? I didn't think you'd remember that.
I reckon you've gone to couple others as well. I couldn't find them though.
Well done. Well done. All right, let's move on very, very quickly. Four Bros Coffee. It's brought to the show is brought to you by today.
Did you get?
Dos,
I didn't get anything.
you were 12 minutes late, mate. When you were
Did you
1
get
minute
one?
late, you complained it was cold. I'm not making you one when you're 12 minutes late.
Well, how about it's just ready for me in a nice
We'll keep
thermal
it up.
cup? Yeah.
Well, you've got your delivery. Go grab your delivery over there, Dos.
No,
Show the
oh,
people.
too much.
Oh, go make
cables
it. You
and
might as well
stuff.
go make a coffee.
Go out the back and make one.
Right, off you go,
Kurt's
Dos.
not going to do it for you.
15% off with code Outback. I don't think they'll be happy with this ad. We've had a couple of reels going bonkers on the Muscle Cat Sports Show with the Four Bros sticker, so they're getting eyes everywhere. Just thousands of eyes on the brand at the moment. Also brought to us by Coast and Smoke. 10% off with code Outback for everything Coast and Smoke. We had our giveaway, and Monty's Barbecue won at DOS. We're good to our people, aren't we? We're just handing out prizes left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Ash Hollick's won about 7 things on this show. I'm pretty sure he won a car at some point, didn't he? He's won a lot.
He has won a lot. He cleaned up at the Super Bowl
He
show.
did.
He won the
Yes.
He won the raffle we did there.
Yep.
Won a couple of things there, and then I think he's won the.
He won the cards.
We
or-
won the Tyreek Hill mystery jersey.
That's right.
badge
yeah.
as well. So
That's right. Yeah, no,
He's
Ash
got
has
a bit
done
of
well.
luck.
Monty's done well. He's won the Coast and Smoke stuff. We will have another giveaway in a few weeks for Coast and Smoke too. And of course, the Suburban Brew. We've got the Muscle Cat Sports Show there behind the bar on Thursday. That's coming up. So get down to the Suburban Brew, Goodwood and Glinda. 2 great locations. Good people. They help us out a lot. Before we get stuck into the game reviews, boys. Now, Dos, you've been sending James stuff about me. I wanted James to get something up that features you because you're a content king, right? You're a content king on Instagram.
don't know about that.
You are
I
a content
try and generate.
Mate.
Now, we've talked a little bit about your talking heads, and they do generate views.
I've
Engagement.
got some good reviews from them.
Have
People love them.
They do. Oh no, I like them too.
Mhm.
But I just want to point out, you're getting more unhinged by the day. This is your review of the current situation in Miami.
This is the absolute definition of the pits for the Miami Dolphins. This is disgusting, disgraceful. The players look disinterested. Tua is awful. And Mike McDaniel, this is the absolute
That was-
definition.
All right, flick that off, Jimbo. Thank you for that. That was face palm at the end for people who heard the little silence. Do you think you went a little hard? The word disgusting, maybe a little.
No. Did
Just
you watch that game?
They didn't do anything. They were disgraceful. Yeah, I suppose they were pretty bad.
Disgusting implies like moral lines were crossed.
That's what I was kind of
They
looking towards.
didn't do anything against the Cleveland Browns.
I know they're a bad team, but
other than
disgusting
flew there
just
and
sounds funny.
flew out.
And were they late?
Was that yeah?
Was they playing on time?
No, they were on time.
Oh,
Were
And
they?
they
I don't
still
know. I
put
can't
up
excuse. There's
that.
no excuses now.
You can't defend that.
You know what it was? It was wet and cold in Cleveland.
Yep.
And I think Mike and just the
Mike's not used
Hey,
to
man,
when
it.
they come up from South Beach
Mhm.
and it's
It's wet and cold in Adelaide, but you guys are on.
yeah. So
Well, yeah, only just the driveway.
Show everyone your new shoes,
Yeah.
Chris. He brought his new grippy
Got my
shoes.
grippy new sneakers for the driveway because it is wet today.
It's very wet.
How did you go getting up at DOS?
like a couple of bags and
That's why he was late.
Is that why? Yeah, that's
He's
why.
carrying a TV in today.
I had to navigate sideways. You can't
We've
go
actually got
straight.
we got a GPS track up the driveway
You
now,
have-
the safest
you have to-
safest route.
You have to zigzag up.
You can save 1 minute if you go over the risky bit.
GPS says save 1 minute through this. We're like, yeah, click that one.
You look on the maps, it's all red. It's just. All right, we've got a show to get on with. Let's get into
go.
some game
Oh,
reviews.
wait.
Oh,
I just wanted to make everyone aware that I'm wearing a blank cap. So I'm still open to, I know I mentioned it last year, I'm still open to a personal sponsor. So if anyone has a business and wants to send me a hat to wear, I will wear it in the podcast.
I like that. Yeah, bit of advertising space on the lid.
Yeah, advertising space on my head. Can
And,
be anything.
Dos is offering the same across his chest, so we'll get that.
No, but I'm
going.
serious though. I want a free hat.
Yep. How do we feel, Jimbo, about separate endorsements on the Muscle Cat
Oh, yeah,
product?
personal branding.
Oh, he's getting in on it as well, is he?
Yeah.
He's got a blank
I'll,
black
Maybe,
t-shirt.
you know what? Send
I'll
two
need some for
hats.
the back of my head.
Send one for me, one for Jim.
Are you going to shave it into the back of your head?
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with some NFL stuff. It's a lively start, lads. Just
Quick and
barbs
easy.
being thrown everywhere.
14 minutes of rubbish.
Very good. Oh, yeah, that's right. We've got an interview. Jerry from Free Broncos is going to be on our YouTube and on our podcast. We'll do it as a separate episode, but straight after this, we're going to record that with Jerry. So Broncos content, they're in an interesting spot at the moment. But let's look at some other teams. Boys, we predicted some no-brainers last week. I'm going to run through those games, the ones that we said we wouldn't have to talk about long because they should just be easily predictable. Let's start with the two we got right. The Raiders and the Chiefs, 31-0. Of course, that was, and let's get that song going, Jimbo. That was an easy win to the Chiefs. 434 yards of offense to 95. That tells the story. Doesn't get much more no-brainer than that. The other one that we got right, there we go, was the Patriots and the Titans, 31-13. May with a completion percentage record. And did anyone see Cam Ward's fumble?
Yeah.
Yo. That was bad.
I did.
They just fell out of him. Just fell out of him like a baby bird out of a nest. It was appalling.
Brutal. Baby bird out of a nest.
Was that too dark?
That was dark.
Well, it was a bad fumble.
It's like death. So Cam Ward died.
No, the ball did.
Oh, the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I read just two stats out from the Raiders game really
Sure.
quick? 30 snaps of offense total. Second fewest since 1999. And that was when the Browns came back in as an expansion team in week 1.
And their plan was late.
And the Raiders averaged 5.6 yards per drive.
Yeah.
Per drive.
Per drive.
Oh, for drive. Oh, wow.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
And the dumb thing is, Gino only got sacked once.
Really?
Like, there were no turnovers. Got sacked once. I suppose there wasn't enough time for turnovers.
We don't have the ball at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The ones we got wrong with the no-brainers, the Packers, we said, would just easily beat the Cardinals. They didn't easily beat them, but they did beat them 27-23. Micah Parsons with his first 3-sack career game. But Jacoby Brissett almost beat them, Dos. We think deep down you might be worried. Lost to the Browns, tied to the Cowboys, just beat the Bengals, just beat the Cards. We'll move on. But the other one we got wrong was the Steelers 31. That should be a no-brainer, boys, beating the Bengals. Nope, they lost. Bengals 33, Steelers 31. Mercenary Joe Flacco strikes again, boys. A 3-touchdown game. It's the Flacco bump. I think the Flacco bump is a thing. Shocked the Steelers on TNF. Him and Rodgers, the old boys, combined for 7 TDs between them. 800 yards of offense. Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, Pat Frymouth, Jalen Warren all went over 100. And Patty had 2 touchdowns. Now, these are the ones that we should have no-brainered. We should have no-brainered the Browns 31 at the Dolphins 6. We know your thoughts. Why is McDaniel still there, Dos, at the Miami Dolphins?
At time of recording, he's still there.
Yes. Do you expect it this morning?
Well, yeah. What's the time? Are they asleep? That might be the only reason.
Nah, the times.
Well, we saw in the
Middle
soccer,
of the day.
Ange Postecoglou got sacked before he was basically in the change rooms. So it can happen.
And it sounds like he's sticking with Tua at quarterback as well after benching him. There's got to be some sort of personnel change. If it's not this week, it'll be in the next couple of weeks.
I think they got to change the
Has to
assistant
be.
tight
I don't know
ends
if they
coach.
make it to Halloween.
The tight ends coach is where it's gone wrong.
Yeah, assistant.
They've got enough weapons outside of Tua.
Yeah.
Hill, Waddle, Achane, like they're good players.
Bill's not playing, but
Yeah.
But they still have them there.
That doesn't count.
Well, they still suck when he was playing.
Well, that's true. That is true. I wanted to mention your boy Judkins, Quinchon Judkins, or Big Baby Q, as I think you referred to him.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns. He can't be stopped.
Yeah, mate, he's on. We're talking about him.
Oh, now sleeper collaboration.
Sleeper collaboration later on.
Later in the week. We got the Saints at the Bears. We should have no-brained that, I think. 26-14. They're 4-2 now, the Bears. It wasn't the greatest game from Caleb, but they led 20-0 in the second quarter. The Saints got back within a score, yes, so maybe that's not a no-brainer. 4 wins in a row, like I said, for the Bears after starting 0-2. Maybe we were a little harsh on those Ben Johnson Bears in the first 2 weeks, Dos.
Well, I think I also said it would take time for that offense to gel, to be fair. And it has, but they got some breaks against Washington on Monday Night Football. Washington turning the ball over and the Bears were able to capitalize on that. And then again, they created turnovers against the Saints yesterday. And the run game for the Bears was sensational. I think it's the first time since like 2009 or 10 that they've gone over 200 rushing yards in a game.
And your boy Olamide.
Yeah,
Olamide
Olamide.
Zacchaeus.
Olamide had a good game.
Yep.
1 carry for 0 yards, 2 receptions for 9 yards.
Get him on the show.
So
See,
yeah,
but he's
looked
attainable.
good.
He's like, you don't go straight for the 10 out of
Good
10.
point.
You got to just be realistic, you know? We got to know where we're at.
Olamide.
DeAndre Swift is in a fair bit of form at the moment.
He's-
too.
when he's
looking
got-
good. When he's not injured.
Or if you look at his career, when he's had a good line, he's been a very, very good running back, which is not surprising.
Injuries hurt him in Detroit as well.
Let's move on to another one we should have no-brainer. That's the Rams 35 defeated the Jags 7 in London. We warned you, everybody, not to trust the 4-1 Jags. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. And now they're 4-3 and they're looking terrible. In the last 2 weeks, they've conceded 55 points and scored 19. Now, there were some stats out of this one. Do you know why, Dos, this game reminded me of Week 1 2022 Saints versus Packers? I know you have a memory for stuff like that. What happened in that game?
Yes, I remember that game.
Yep. Jameis?
5 touchdowns to Jameis Winston.
Yeah, and only 148 yards. Well, Stafford had a very similar stat line, 5 touchdowns, 182 yards. But Devontae Adams, 25 yards and 3 touchdowns.
All red
35.
zone.
It was-
red zone conversions.
It was almost a record. The record was Mac Alston, 22 yards and 3 touchdowns in 1975. And Kelsey's also had a game like that, 25 yards for 4 touchdowns.
right.
25 yards
that's
for 4
right.
TDs.
And Plaxico Burress, the guy who shot himself in the leg, also had 25 and 3 in a game. Trevor Lawrence, 23 of 48.
It was not good.
Not
Sacked
good.
7 times.
That's 14 times in 2 weeks now.
You know,
Wowzers.
you're not going to score points, no matter how good your quarterback is, if you get sacked 7 times.
That
No,
is
but you say that, but again,
Is it his fault?
They didn't execute as well. They turned the ball 4 times. They turned the ball over on downs, and they had a missed field goal as well. So they just did, and the defense got no turnovers. They've been, I think that the Jags lead the league in turnovers, or they did coming into this weekend. I could be wrong or right.
Well,
about
they led
that.
it early in
No, they
turnover
had-
differential.
Yeah.
They started well in that area, but
Yeah, so
they've been sloppy.
They've fallen away now. They had
Yep.
14. They're still second in the league with 14. Bears number 1, and they just didn't get any against the Rams. And Stafford was excellent, just executed perfectly. And the Rams, who have had red zone issues all year,
Yep.
averaging 50%, they were perfect. I think they went from 25th in the league in red zone conversion to 18th just by yesterday's game.
And now they're 5-2, and they're a good team, the Rams. Beware the Rams.
No Puka in that game either.
That's right. Do you know how long he's out for, Pook?
Doubtful. They said he wasn't. They got a bye, and I think he's back. I think they've got the week off this week.
All right.
the Rams, so he should be back after that one.
Let's have a look at another powerful team. That's the Cowboys, 44-22. Should have no-brained this. Holy, they're 33-1. The Cowboys, the Commanders are 3-4. Dare I say it? Is this a complete offense in Dallas now? Because they got Prescott in MVP form, 3 more touchdowns. They got CD back, and he just went for a lazy 110 and a touchdown. Supported perfectly by George Pickens, 82 yards. That's just perfect wide receiver 2 numbers. And now they've got the run game sorted. Javonte Williams
is having a season.
He's second overall on yards. He had 116 again. Jake Ferguson
Good
scored
thing
2
you got
touchdowns.
that helmet, Hawley.
I've got my Denver Javonte helmet still going.
Yes,
Might put that up for auction soon.
Yeah.
Just write a D on the side of it. Put a little star
Like a
on
star on
like
it.
a star on there. They've got weapons. They've got their tight end. They've got their 2 receivers. They've got a running back, and Dak is fit. We said at the start of the year that when he was fit, he played really. He was top 3 MVP. I think a couple of years ago, something like that.
Yep.
2 years ago.
2 years
Yeah.
ago, and now he's back to being fit. The hammy's feeling good. He's this Dallas offense is rolling.
Great segue, because the concerning news out of this for the Commanders was Jaden Daniels did a hammy. It looked really bad,
Yeah.
potentially. The reports this morning are, Dos, it's not as bad as first
Well,
feared.
MRI showed up with clear.
Oh,
Hawley.
no.
Oh,
Phantom.
nothing.
Yeah.
Come on,
Oh, he's
Jaden.
fine.
So
If the MRI
still,
doesn't show anything, that means there's
still doubtful against.
Yeah.
They got the Chiefs. They got a brutal stretch. The Commanders, Chiefs, Seahawks, Lions. I think in their next
Please.
3.
Oh, boy.
be some points scored. Be fun.
And then obviously no McLaurin and no Debo in this game. So the wide receiver room's very thin at the moment in Washington, and they need to get moving.
They do.
Because
3 and 4.
3 and 4 now, and
They're a real chance to miss.
yeah.
Real chance to miss, especially if this Daniel stuff lingers. You said there'd be points scored. Let's have a look at a game where there weren't many points scored. That was the Panthers 13 at the Jets 6.
Well, they scored enough.
Oh, that's true.
3 in a row.
Absolutely. They are 3 in a row. They're 4-3, the Panthers. I don't know whether this should have been a no-brainer or not, but I bailed at the last moment because I wasn't confident in the Panthers. But they did get it done. Their last winning record for a season was 2017. Could this really be happening? It was the defense that got it done this time. 6 sacks, 2 picks, both to JC Horn, whilst Derek Brown led the way with 2 sacks. And their rookie, second rounder, Dos, Nick Scoughton, got on the board, 1.5 sacks, the first of his career.
He's good. I like him.
Aaron Glenn, I asked the same question about Mike McDaniel. Aaron Glenn, is he going or what? I mean, it's...
So
Can't
I know it's year 1, but still, this has been an appalling 7 weeks.
go ahead, Hawley.
Oh, it has to be close.
Yeah. I think so.
0-7. Like,
they've just got
I
nothing.
don't see how they're going to win a game either. Because Fields is getting worse, and Tyrod Taylor came. We thought, maybe they'll have a little bump with Tyrod Taylor. 2 picks straight off the bat. So
And they don't know whether they're starting Tyrod or Fields this week.
So the thing, last week, Aaron Glenn got a testy with reporters suggesting that Justin Fields could be benched.
Yeah.
And then you get to the third quarter of this game, and he's just pulled him out the game.
I think you
hooked him.
said, what kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, it's actually a completely valid question because he's been terrible.
Yes.
And clearly you were thinking about it because, like you said, he pulled him. So, I don't know.
Outside of the Steelers game in week 1 where Fields, made a few nice throws in tight windows, it's been pretty grim.
off the top of your head, Curt, how many yards has Justin Fields thrown for over the last 2 weeks combined?
Well, last
Well, he
week.
went minus.
Yeah.
Well, no, individually
Thrown,
he
yeah,
had 45 last week because you don't count the sacks in the individual. And then I reckon total would be about like 77.
He's had 91 yards.
Over
He's
2
thrown
weeks.
for 91 yards over 2 weeks.
And he hasn't even been running that much either.
He's run for 53 yards.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, it's time for benching. All of a sudden, the Aaron Rodgers tenure looks pretty good. in New York. 2 more games to go before we move on. The Eagles at the Vikings. The Eagles got an important win. They're 5-2 now. They stopped that 2-game losing bounce. 28-22 they won. Finally, we get that passing game, boys. It's what we wanted. Devonta Smith, 183 yards and a touchdown. That's the biggest game of his
Is
career.
he wide receiver 1 there now?
Well, AJ went for 121 and 2 touchdowns.
Devonta's
so I
had
don't
3
think so.
pretty good games over the last 5 weeks. 300 plus games.
Yeah.
I don't like the wide receiver 1 sort of 2. That's a fantasy sort of.
Well, it's not. Dallas clearly have a wide receiver 1. CD came straight in.
Yeah, but
and he was the
that
guy.
wide receiver 1-2 is sort of like a fantasy reference. I don't sort of subscribe.
Well, they have a
to it
depth
so
chart
much.
that says wide receiver 1, 2, and 3.
No, they don't. Go and have a look.
On
It's
depth
one
charts.
start on the left, one's on the right.
I'll find some depth charts for you.
Okay, you find them.
I'll find them.
Anyway, you don't lose many games.
They're both starting, so that's if you're second on the depth chart, you're not starting.
You don't lose many games when your star
Okay, this
receivers
one's not-
combine for 304 yards and 3 TDs, boys. And when your opposing quarterback throws 0 touchdowns and 2 picks, which is what Carson Wentz did.
Why am I on defense?
What's going on over there, boys?
We're just
He
getting
doesn't-
confused
He
on the
doesn't know
computer.
what's going on.
Okay, well, let's park that.
But Jalen
argument.
Hurts in the second half was very, very good.
He was
Made
very
some
good.
Excellent throws. I thought looked a lot better. Because the first half, they didn't have a lot going again, and the run game. 18 carries, 44 yards for Saquon. The run game continues to struggle, but the offensive line had a very good game. They kept Hurts pretty well upright. I know Vikings always blitz hard and they come for you, but Jalen Hurts looked very good in this game. The best he's looked a long time. Well, probably since the Super Bowl.
He did indeed. Last game before we move on is the 49ers defeated the Falcons on Sunday Night Football 20-10. Boys, all we need to say, all I need to cover myself with is I didn't predict a decline for CMC, did I? Did you do that? I feel like one of us may have.
we?
I don't know.
No?
No? I'm just checking.
Did I?
I think you
Did
may
I call
have.
it one of CMC's injury
I think
years?
you may have.
He was ready for it. Was he injured last year though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, so maybe I didn't.
Yeah, because
maybe I
this is
said
bounce back here.
yeah,
Well,
it's
201 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns. He is back with a vengeance. He's also the 6th highest receiving yards player in the league, and he's a running back. So that was huge. Mac Jones didn't light it up for the second week in a row there, boys.
No,
so
he didn't.
bring back Brock. I've always said Brock is a better quarterback and should be. Should be there.
Mac earned himself $400,000, so
He did?
all he had to do was win.
Oh, well done, Mac. And a big win for the 49ers. They're a real team if and when they get some more players back. I know Warner's out for the year, but they're still winning games without that.
Yeah, most of them are going to be coming back on offense when they do. The defensive side of the ball, they obviously Bosa and Warner out for the season, so that's tough. But they're banking wins. This Falcons team frustrates me. I said
Atlanta's
to you
final
boys,
drive was so bad.
Oh, they're just
It was one of the worst drives I've ever seen in my life. Game on the line, and they just
Penix overthrew Mooney
Oh,
like
like
a couple of times.
overthrew 3 players.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're up and down. They're definitely up
They
and
come
down.
out and they play against the Bills and play a really good game, and albeit at home, but still, like with this 49ers team, and yeah, Kyle Shanahan and Robbie Sala, they're good coaches, but come on, if you want to put yourself up to be a contender in the NFC, even in your own division, you got to win these games.
You do indeed. We've got 2 Monday Night Football games. Bucks at Lions, Texans at Seahawks. We'll be back. Actually, no, we won't be back. We've got something we can go straight into now because it's been a long, long time since we've done this, boys. And I'm not sure whether you remember the intro. It goes for about 70 seconds.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. That's because I was sitting in a damn swimming pool splashing around for the last 40 minutes, splashing my hands, hokey pokey. I'm not happy. One question for you guys. How about them Packers? I will talk NFL with anyone,
who are the
anywhere.
Jets?
I'm not happy. Jaden Reed at pick 50, terrible reach, like my height. I'm not happy. Gastro is horrendous. You just feel empty. No good. Listen to this. This is just. I'm not happy. Pick 6 makes me sick. This is not good. I'm not happy. Disgrace. Pay attention. Are you kidding me? Eye test. Impact. 3 minutes for Doss's dime.
No.
I'm not happy.
Do you think you skew negative, Dos?
That's our best. That's our best intro
You like that?
out of
It's
all
very
our
long.
segments.
I like the Hawley's Heroes one, to be fair. Because the Hawley's Heroes one sort of changes over time depending, because Dak is balling out.
He
and
is
that
balling.
that.
Dak is
Yeah.
Mind
balling.
you, Justin Fields. that
CMC
one.
to 2200 scrimmage
Yeah,
yards?
Yeah.
That could be back in vogue.
We need to get some of this back into Hawley's Heroes intro.
We do.
We do a Hawley's Heroes soon. Maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe next week. Gastro is horrendous. You just feel empty. Is one of my favourite lines.
Oh, it is.
Splashing around in the pool.
Okey pokey.
Oh, yeah, I missed a. What did I
You missed a conference, a championship game, I think,
Yeah.
or the start of it at least.
Swimming lessons.
Dentist was
Dentist.
Cowboys Packers when the Packers
Can't
went down to
believe that.
Jerry
Can't
World.
believe that.
And I checked my phone and the Packers are up by 4 touchdowns halfway through the second half.
All right,
Halfway
we-
the second quarter.
we
What
got
is
the-
going on?
We got the dimes. This is Doss's special
Yeah.
segment. Now you're going to go through some MVP stuff for us today.
I am.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do my top 5 MVP
Mm-hmm.
based on feeling, Hawley. Gut feel.
So why are you reading off stats then?
No. Well, they're there. All right. Well, do you want me to change it? I'll put that up. There you go. I've still got my notes as to why. Now,
Hey,
I've
mate.
actually called an audible.
Oh,
I had Patty Mahomes as number 5, Hawley.
I think he's higher than that.
Do you?
I think he's playing well.
have you taken him out?
No, I was going to. Well,
he's
Yeah.
odds-on favourite to win it.
no, actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to keep my 5th. Yeah, he is, but I've got him 5th.
Shouldn't be. Okay.
I don't think he should be odds on. First 3 weeks, inconsistent. I did think he played well down in Brazil against the Chargers. I thought he was pretty good in that game. The Giants game wasn't great, but this last month, vintage. Patrick
They're
Mahomes,
winning.
Hawley, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, picked apart the Lions last week, was very clinical against the Baltimore team that had about 4 starters go down with injuries during the game on defense. But I've got him 5th because he's been very good and obviously getting personnel back. But when a lot of those guys were out on offense, he was carrying the team in the run game and the passing game.
Yep.
Continues to make clutch plays. Number 4.
Can I ask what your audible was going to be? Because you just unaudibled your audible.
Drake
Yeah, I
May.
know. I got to the
Drake
line
May.
of scrimmage and then backed up. No, I was going to have Dak in there.
I think Dak should be in there.
No, I don't have him in.
Don't have him in.
No, I don't.
Whoa. Okay.
I don't have him.
You're a Dallas hater, aren't you, Dos?
I don't have
You
him.
just hate them.
Why?
Why do you
I
hate
think you
Jerry?
should have him.
No, you know what?
Go
I'm
through the
not
list.
having
Keep
him.
going. Keep going.
Number 4, I've got Daniel Jones
He should be in there. He
at number
deserves it.
4. Because when you're 6-1 and your road loss was against the Rams in a game which really, I think he did everything he could
He did.
to win that.
Sorry, just looking at Dak's stats.
I know you're going to look at the I
holy
know you're
Lord.
going to look at the
He's
stats.
basically leading the NFL in everything.
Not quite. But
Yeah, well,
he's close.
second.
Yeah, he's close. Daniel Jones, offense is averaging 33 points a game, Hawley.
Yeah.
Cooking does help when you've got
Haven't
Jonathan.
scored below 29 points.
No, it does help when you've got the best running back in football in Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
And Tyler Warren leading the league in receiving yards as well. But to start the season, their win line was 7.5. The Colts won 6 games.
Should
already.
get that, I reckon.
Should get it,
Hmm.
I would have thought, unless something monumental happens. But Daniel Jones isn't turning the ball over. He's looked the most comfortable he's looked in his career. He's not taking bad sacks as well. So I'm loving the way Daniel Jones is playing at the moment and running the best offense in football to watch, I think. Most complete.
Just looking at your depth chart or your top 5.
Yeah, I see. He can see it now, so it's not quite so exciting. Number 3,
I'm excited. Keep going.
Sam Darnold
Yes.
at number 3.
That excites me, Dos.
Now, most people, including me, were not high on the Seattle offense coming into the season. I believed in the defense and I believed in Mike McDonald scheme. I thought that was going to carry them through this season. But other than Baker Mayfield, the difficult throws Sam Darnold is making this season is unreal. He's playing better than what he did with Minnesota last season.
Amazing.
Or didn't finish well the last 2 games last season, and that's where a lot of the I think hate and disbelief came potentially with Sam Darnold believing Kevin O'Connell, the offensive line was better in Minnesota, he had more weapons there, but he's first in the league for big time throw completion rate. He is the best quarterback currently for throwing the least turnover worthy plays as well, which I like that stat. And if the Seahawks just get the run game going, or to support like what Daniel Jones has in Indianapolis, that's just going to make that offense much more dynamic. And we're recording this before the 2 Monday night games today, obviously.
Yes, indeed.
Tampa, Detroit, and Seattle and Houston. Now, number 2, I've got Matt Stafford at number 2.
And I think rightly so. Or, yeah, go
The
on.
Rams are
Yeah.
The Rams are 5-2. They should have beaten the Eagles. He put them in position to win that game against the Eagles if it wasn't for the blocked field goal. And the 49ers lost. That 4th down play call was on Sean McVay. That shouldn't have been the handoff to Kyron Williams. That should have been a throw. He leads the NFL in touchdown passes with 17, Hawley. I think you've got it there.
Yeah.
Passer rating of 109.3. If he finishes on that, that's a career best in year 17.
Wow.
For Matt Stafford. He absolutely carved up the Jaguars defense, which is had a pretty good year, albeit not the last 2 weeks, and didn't have Puka Nacua for that game either. And he still finds ways to carry his team and put up incredible numbers. So he's a winner, Matt Stafford, and has been for his time in LA. But number 1, who I picked as my MVP prediction to start the season,
Trevor Lawrence.
Baker Reagan Mayfield.
Reagan.
4 game-winning drives in 5 of Tampa's wins. Evans and Godwin have missed multiple games. Igbuka didn't finish the last game with a hamstring. He was left with, Tez Johnson and is it Cam Johnson as well? Who else did he have?
The
K.
Johnson
Dotton.
brothers. Kate Otten, yep.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he
he was
doesn't have much.
down to about his 4th and 5th and 6th receivers. Bucky Irving's missed the last couple of games. Tristan Wirfs, one of the best tackles in football, didn't play the first 3 weeks. And he's had other Luke Godeke and Cody Mott who have been out as well. So the O-line has been depleted. 12 touchdowns to 1 interception. But more importantly, I think it's the game-winning drives for me. And just carrying his team in clutch moments when it matters, which is why I've got Baker Mayfield currently as my MVP through the first 7 weeks of the season.
Can't argue with that.
Can't
Travis.
argue with that. Can't argue with that. I love that. What a story that would be. To have Mayfield, Jones, and Darnold in a realistic top 5. I do think Dak is a glaring omission. I think he's got to be in there.
Dax, he's second in the league for yards, second in the league for TDs.
Completion, I think he's 1 or 2 as
He's
well.
third for passer rating.
And also missed CD for about a month in there as well. So we've got to factor that in.
I'd be happy. The tough thing is, so Daniel Jones, albeit at 6-1, is running the offense really well, and he's not turning the ball over, and he is making good throws when it matters. So, but he does have a very good running game currently, and he has had his whole offense, the offensive line. No one is injured in Indianapolis right now. They've got a full complement of
Good
players
on him. And
on
he's
both
playing
sides,
well.
and he's playing well. So it was tough for me. Patty Mahomes again has carried the Chiefs. So list is fluid. Now we'll come back and do this in week 14.
Drake May is actually, when you look into it, he's second in the leagues for yards per attempt. He's first in the league for passer rating.
He's playing really well.
He's gone 12 TDs to 2 picks. His completion percentage is almost the highest in the NFL. He is actually playing really well.
I had Drake. I was so close to putting Drake May in here. The only thing was the wins have been against.
He hasn't. Yeah.
Other than the Buffalo
fair.
win, the wins have been against average.
But that's all. You
teams
can
with
only
one win.
play against who
And-
you can play against.
Correct. But I've got no problem if you were doing your own top 5 and had Dak and Drake May in there, I wouldn't argue with you.
And of course, I know he's not in your 5 at the moment, but you can't count out Josh Allen.
No.
He has a good second half of the year. He's had a good first half of the year outside of the last 2 weeks.
The Baltimore game in week 1 was awesome. And then if you look at it after that, he wasn't great. The Jets game, he was clean in. They took the foot off the gas in that game. And the Miami game on Thursday night wasn't his best. But then the last couple of weeks with the 2 losses, he wasn't great with some turnovers. So, but he'll come back. The Bills and Josh Allen.
You know who else was awesome before he got injured? Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He had essentially 10 TDs in 4 games, 1 pick. He was playing very, very well.
They also won 1 game, so you can't.
Yeah, but he put up 40 points, then 41 points, then 30 points. There's not much more he
That
can
darn
do.
defense.
Darn
Good one,
defense.
Dos. I like having the dimes back. It's been a while.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one too.
It was a good one. We've got deep game reviews coming right up. All right, boys, only 2 games that we're going to go through in a little bit more detail today because there's a bit in them. Goodness me. Let's start where we have to start. The Giants and the Broncos. The Broncos somehow win this 33-32. They're 5-2. The Giants are 2-5. Let me read a couple of things here, lads.
You go for it. I'm looking forward to them.
It was 19-0 at three-quarter time. The Giants led. It was 26-8 with just 5 minutes to go.
Garbage time.
Garbage time. Lap it up, boys. Enjoy the win.
Junk time.
Back up. So Russell's back out there.
Enjoy the win. That's right. Well, no, he wasn't. And Dart threw an interception in that last quarter, which wasn't their only error,
We
but
should have had Russell back out
it did start the rot. 295 yards, I think you said it was in that last quarter, Dos, and 33 points. 33 points in the last quarter alone for the Broncos. Look at that timeline up there. 0, 0, 0, 33.
That
33.
is remarkable. That is remarkable, isn't it?
It is the most.
That's college football stats.
It
That's what
is.
That looks like college football.
It's
game.
Madden. That's what that is.
Yeah.
When the little brother hands a controller to the big brother to get a win because he desperately needs it. That is the most points ever scored in the last quarter from a team that had 0 at three-quarter time.
Yep.
Bo Nix becomes the only person in the last quarter to score 2 touchdowns on the ground and 2 touchdowns in the air. Jackson Dart had a very, very good game until he didn't. So how the heck do we explain what happened here? Because this is a team that's not used to winning. They were in such a positive vein. If they went 3-4 with the wins they've had recently to beat Denver away from home, with Dart putting in a good game before this all goes wrong, that would have been such a lift, Dos.
It would have been. Can I read out one more for you?
Yeah.
Which Iron Eagle said on the broadcast.
Yep.
So teams leading by 18 points or more with 6 minutes left in the game was 0, 1,601. It's now 1,601.
So their record, it was 1,601 wins to 0 losses if you
Yes.
were leading by 18 points at that
Yeah.
stage. Okay.
But the
So
other,
that's the only time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
well, you're kind of forgetting as
What a
well that
stat.
they were up by 18 points, whatever it was, with 5 minutes to go. But they also scored another touchdown.
And took the lead
Yeah,
back.
Denver didn't just come out and score 3 times and win. Like,
And then
New
they
York
missed their
actually-
extra point.
They missed their extra point.
Oh.
They should have gone to OT. But I look at it and I think the Giants team is not a hardened run the clock down, protect the win kind of team yet.
Yeah.
That's not who they are yet. I'm sure they will be when these guys play a couple more years. They get used to it.
Yep.
But those final few drives, they were predictable. Everyone knew that they would run the ball on first down, then they'll run the ball on second down, and then they didn't get anywhere, so they're going to try to convert a third down pass. And for I think it was 2 or 3 drives, it just didn't work. And that's not how they played all day. They put up points by running, passing, being unpredictable. And I don't think the play calling was bad to end the game. I think the play calling was just safe. And at the moment, this Giants team is not a safe football team. They're a team that's got a rookie running back, a rookie quarterback. Go and make plays, make things work. Don't go and just run the clock down like Denver know you're going to do. Let Jackson Dart roll to the outside and throw something 30 yards down the sideline and create some excitement, because that's
That's what got you there.
that's what got you there in the first place. So don't worry about changing it. You're not a run the clock down, protect the win kind of team just yet.
What I don't know how to take this result for both sides, because Denver have been limping a little bit. They're 5-2, so credit to them. But it's a bit like Green Bay. It's a bit like the Eagles were. It's a great record with some problems underneath it, underlying issues. And we saw that through 3 quarters here. At home against the Giants, they didn't score a point. And that's very problematic until you see that last quarter. So how do we take that win for them? Do we say, well, it's all right because they won? And conversely, how do we take that loss for the Giants? Do we take the positive that, hey, they had 3 quarters where they shut out the Broncos, they just had a 10-minute collapse? Or is this just so endemic that they fall apart when they need it
I'm
most?
not fussed about the Giants' loss. No one
Not
expected
fussed about that?
No one, they played Denver at home and were up by a mile. No one expected them to get close to beating Denver at home.
Yeah, but it is
They're-
surely a concern that you capitulate that bad. That's one of the
No,
worst
yeah,
we've ever seen.
quarterbacks, it's just third start. Like, it's fine. It's more concerning that Denver are in that spot, because they're in a spot where most people would have had them competing deep into the playoffs this year, right?
But it's not just as simple as it's Jackson Dart's third start because he wasn't. I mean, he had a pretty good game on balance. Yeah, he made a mistake or two in the last quarter. There's a whole team that contributes to conceding 33 points, the defense in particular. So are we dismissing, are we letting them off easy by saying, oh, it's all right, you got a young team?
I come out of this game thinking no differently about either team as what I did going into this game.
Okay, that's probably
the Broncos are still, the offense concerned me going into the season.
Yep.
And it still concerns me at the moment because it was not good against the Jets in London.
The offense concerned you going into the season. I thought you were all up on Nix, Harvey, Bryant.
No. Like I thought they were, I didn't think that, I wasn't big. I was big on the defense,
right?
But I was not big on the offense. I thought the receiver group was a little thin.
Yep.
Outside of Cortland Sutton, and the running game. Yeah, I liked RJ Harvey, but rookie, and then J.K. Dobbins can be pretty hit and miss. Yep. So, albeit this season he has been
disrespectful.
Well, this season has been pretty good, but they didn't have a lot going on the run in the run game yesterday. And outside of the Bengals game, their offense, you can go back and have a look. It hasn't been great. So, and Bo Nix made some what I would call fortunate throws in this game. The ricochet touchdown to Troy Franklin, that could have gone anywhere really, and it was just happened that it bounced off two players and went to Troy Franklin in the end zone. And then, funnily enough, Dart throws one that ricochets and goes to Theo Johnson, and then he runs it for, was it 30 or 40 yards in for the touchdown as well. Both those throws didn't go to their intended targets at all. But yeah, Denver keeps stacking wins, as you said, like the Eagles. But to me, this win for them doesn't change how I feel about Denver, really.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to Jerry Rivera from Free Broncos as a separate episode coming out in the next day or so. So make sure you tune in for that because he'll have some insight. He knows what he's talking about, that dude. As you do, Dos. As you do with the Broncos especially. The Colts and the Chargers was the other game that we want to look at because, I mean, this is a team, the Chargers, that you have a particular interest in. Obviously, you love Herbert. It's been a little bit of a shaky last few weeks. They're 4-3 now. The Colts are 6-1. I mean, we've said so much about them. It was a 38-24 victory for the Chargers. At halftime, it was 23-3. We got it up on the screen there on the YouTube. Make sure you tune in on YouTube if you haven't already. Don't let the fourth quarter touchdown fool you. This was a rout by the Colts.
It was.
And you were right to have Jones in your MVP chat, Dos, your discussion. JT, who you have been supporting even before he broke out again this year. And it's not a breakout. He's doing what he does, but you've always maintained he's one of the best in the game. And again, you are right. 3 more touchdowns. And then on the other side, there was a remarkable performance from 5th-round tight end rookie, Aronde Gadsden.
He's been good the last 2 weeks.
The second.
Yeah, the second. There's more than one Aronde Gadsden.
He's getting targets now.
He is. He got 7 last week. He got 7 this week. 164 yards and a TD. That's 14 receptions in 2 weeks. But it was a lopsided win. And we know maybe we talk less about the Colts. Or, well, we can give them their dues if we want to. But we know now that they're real. I think this is the win that everybody goes, this is not a fluke. This is...
As if the Colts are real.
They are real, man.
It's ridiculous.
It's the thing.
I don't know why.
I think we need to... Okay. I think personally I need to stop being astonished every week because that's not giving them the respect they deserve. They're just good.
Are we just they're
just a good team and we need to accept it.
Is it JT, like Tyler Warren coming in? Does that just change the whole dynamic of that offense? You got this big tight end who attracts defenders and the ball, and now everyone else is kind of playing off of it. I don't know. I looked at it last night, tried to work it out. And I
think Richardson to Jones has made obviously a huge difference. I think the schemes maybe were there all along under Steichen, and now you've got someone who has more competence than we thought in Jones being able to unlock that without the erratic play of Richardson. I think that's the key, Dos.
That's one. The offensive line is playing awesome as well. It's one of the best O-lines in football, and that changes, Will Freeze and Ryan Kelly aren't there. They went to Minnesota. They brought in guys up from the depth chart.
Yeah.
Bernard Raymond's playing really well. Bortolini's playing well. Quentin Nelson's still one of the best guards in football. They're getting to the second line. They're just bullying opposition defenses, and it is just creating paths for Jonathan Taylor to just run through and run around. And he is having an awesome season because of that. And Shane Steichen is on a play calling heater at the moment. Like everything he is calling is just turning to gold. Like, and you consider where he was this time 12 months ago with the Colts. The passing game's working, the run game's working. They can play how they want because they're leading in every game. So it'll be interesting to see when if a couple of turnovers or something goes wrong and they have to start, if they have to, if they're trailing in a game, how that sort of works, because right now they're just beating the brakes off of everyone offensively. And then defensively, Lou Anarumo, the captain, who
Captain Lou.
came across from, I think he's enjoying looking after the Colts defense a bit more than the Cincinnati defense
think so.
last season, Hawley.
Well, 15 hits on Herbert.
I've just
Yesterday's pretty good effort, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the Chargers O-line in a minute, but I mentioned Daniel Jones, that 3rd and 17 conversion to Alec Pierce. That was an awesome throw in the second quarter. His accuracy is career best form, and what I'm liking, he isn't taking the sacks that he used to take back when he was with the Giants, and he still faced the 7th highest pressure rating of the week across all quarterbacks. So it's not like he's sitting back there and, you know, having a Four Brothers coffee and just taking it easy.
Could love that, Doss.
And the
15% off code Outback.
That's right. And the touchdown to Tyler Warren, Derwin James is right up in his grill, and he hits that throw. And I'm just loving the way that the Colts are playing. They are good to watch. They're exciting to watch.
Jimbo got that up on the
There you
screen.
go. There you go.
That's producing. Let's talk about the Chargers.
Yeah.
They were 3-0 with 3 divisional wins to start the year. Since then, they've lost to the Giants. They got smashed by the Commanders, 27-10. They just beat the Dolphins by 2 points last week, and now they've been easily beaten by the Colts. Problem?
The running game hurts them. Hampton and Harris both being out. They're down to a couple of guys that don't have the experience.
Justin Herbert, lead rusher, 31 yards.
There you go.
And lead thrower with 55.
He
He made some awesome throws yesterday, though, even still. But
The offense is weird.
It's weird.
Quentin Johnston last week, or 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, we're talking about him as a top 5 receiver in the league. Now, the last couple of weeks, he's hardly seen the ball. And now we're talking about a rookie tight end having 164 yards and a TD. I mean, Keenan Allen's just being Keenan Allen.
But even that's weird, having Allen back as an old
As
dude
the
from
guy.
the Bears. Like, you've got Gadsden, Allen, McConkey, and Johnston. When it works, it's cool, but it's this weird sort of Swiss Army knife that sometimes has a blunt blade.
I suppose if Gadsden is a weapon, then you've got 4
Sure.
good guys there. So it doesn't matter who's getting the yards.
I don't
Someone's getting them.
mind that.
Yeah.
But
I don't
it
mind
is
the
just
spread.
Well, it's better than having Disley last year. as the main-
And last year it was basically just Lad McConkey in his rookie year,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
But yeah, I don't know where they go, Curt.
Yeah.
3-0, they're in the shambles. And Herbert, he's having another Herbert year. And we thought maybe at the start of the year, right, they're 3-0. It's working now. We're going to see some good Chargers. We're going to see Herbert have this year that we've been talking about. And all of a sudden, he's having another Justin Herbert. And like, he only had these big numbers yesterday because they were down the whole day. He had to throw, and he had to throw big.
yeah.
If it was an even game, he's not having 420 yards and 3 TDs. But yeah, Doss, I'm worried, and he's getting killed as well.
There we go.
He's getting
getting a bit heavy. We need to lighten the mood.
He's getting smashed. He got hit 15 times. If your QB's getting hit 15 times, like
Yep.
we said with Trevor, was it Lawrence got sacked 7 times?
Yep.
You're not putting up points. You're not winning games. So good luck.
You're not. Doss, let's 30 more seconds on the Chargers because we've got to move on to some fantasy stuff and then get Jerry on the line for our next show. But quickly sum it up for us.
Yeah, the defense just isn't playing nowhere near as well as it did last season. And that's the other thing. This defense is just leaking points. It's
That's true.
leaking yards. They were number 1 in the league
They were.
last season. Yes, they've had injuries, but even still, majority of the personnel are still there. And it's relying more on the offense to generate, and there's too many injuries on the offensive line. The running back room's decimated. And Herbert carrying, but he had a red zone turnover yesterday. I think they'll get it right. I still think there's enough there and enough talent when they get a few players back, but it's going to be tough in the AFC for the Chargers, even in their own division now.
As much as he hates Dallas and Dak, he loves Herb, doesn't he?
That's right. We'll get our
Hey,
favourites.
I didn't have Herbert in my top 5.
No, that's true.
Because you
That's-
couldn't.
Yeah, that's
Imagine if I lobbed that out.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Mayfield. It was Herbert all along. That's our deeper games. We've got a fantasy update coming right up. Now, sometimes when we do these fantasy updates, it's about players in the NFL, but sometimes it's about players in the Outback quarterback competition. We've got 9 divisions hosted by, or commissioned by Matthew Maidman, and doing a fantastic job as always. He runs a tight ship. very little maintenance needed at the moment, just because he sets the rules clear early and there's just no room.
Div
to muck
1
around.
needs a little bit of maintenance.
Does it?
There's a lot of chat in Div 1.
I have silenced the notifications
Yeah.
on Div 1. So
No, yeah,
you-
there's
you-
a
you-
lot going on in Div
You'd
1.
be well wise to do that.
okay, I take it back. It's a shambles. No, you do it well,
No,
Dos.
no, well, it's nothing to do with the comp. It's just
It's under
it's good.
control. They're just some very vocal,
Oh, yeah.
opinionated fellas in Div 1.
Yep.
And they should
Ginger
be.
versus Corey. It's going
It's
off.
an exciting league.
It's exciting. There's high
Everyone's,
stakes.
everyone's really looking at who will finish second this year. Because the
Oh.
Fantasy King is rolling.
All right, well,
he's
we'll get
not
Dos to
top,
update.
So when you see
Let's play that song we were playing before because I reckon that's a good moving and
Yeah.
shaking song as Dos quickly rattles through.
I like this because I don't have to have it here anymore.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
look
Jimbo,
up.
get Div 1 up for us. Look at that.
No, this
oh,
is
no.
the, no,
the pick'em.
no, this is our pick'em
Yes.
comp, which I didn't actually start. This was Hans offer back in
Oh, Hans.
Div 2. He started this and then sent the invites out, so I put it across all the divisions.
Lovely.
When we started it. Oh, you didn't accept,
I didn't
Paulie.
see it.
Well, bad luck. So I'm currently, you can see there, I'm not far off the pace. I've had a pretty good week.
Nice, Dos.
Corey and Raiders 10 this week with the picks, but it's very tight. You can see the top 10 there, only separated by 4 points coming.
And 2 more
between
games today, right?
and 2 more today.
How many in the comp, Dos?
51, I think.
Oh, and you were tied for 4th.
Yeah.
I can see why he's showing the update, Holy.
Yeah, that's
Wowzers. All right,
and
Div,
and
Div
it's
1.
highlighted.
Well, that's because
It's
it's
his
me.
account.
That's
Yeah,
because
I
it's
know.
my account, right? So,
let's get to
anyway.
Div 1.
Anyway,
Goose
let's go to
Nuts
Div
is
1.
performing
The
well.
lead score. Who scored the most points? Oh, ho, ho, the King!
So
loss, mate.
the All Stars has scored the most points, but Craig, who's come up from Div 2, Team Baltrop, is undefeated. Just on a real winning streak at the
It's going to matter in the championship when he hasn't scored the most points.
at the moment. So yeah, Big Dom
Wait, what?
squad.
This is one win-loss.
Yeah, but when I score more points than him in the championship, it's
Oh,
not
the
going to
championship
matter.
game. Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah. So you can see they're very tight in Div 1. It's just hard because we've still got 2 games to go, and the 2 games have got significant fantasy implications
I'll win
today.
again.
Let's go Div 2, which is the CFL. Joshy 3 Eyes, 5-1. Deshaun's Terrible Towers, that is Hans. He's going to lose, I think, this week as
Big
well.
Dak energy.
But yeah, big DAC energy. So let's pay attention to some of the names here. The Jackson 5 I like too. But a couple of concerns for Jackson 5. That's Reese Monty, 2 losses in a row. And Joshy 3 Eyes is going to drop this week too. So it's going to open up, I think, the top of
The
Div 2. The XFL. Now Tash is going to go 7-0. She is also leading point scorer across all 9 leagues. She's the highest point scorer with this guy sitting next to me right
Okay.
here second.
Tash, we do care about your fantasy team.
So she has a
I
point.
take it all
Tash
back.
and Holy sitting up top of the tree at the
They
moment.
are. And I think Risey in Div 8 or 7. We'll find it when you get. I think he's third. But
MTV Gibbs isn't far behind.
It's a good name.
800
MTV
points.
Gibbs. Yeah.
You would have been a massive Cribs consumer back in the day. Dos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything
Tip
MTV.
my ride. That was Doss's kind of
That was
vibe.
exhibit. But when I was sick with influenza, I went back and watched like Viva La Bam for like 3 days, and I'm
Don
sending
Vito.
you messages about Viva La Bam and all the guys on
Sweet
that.
Chili
Ryan Dunn.
Philly. Sweet Chili Philly's stiff. 787 points would have him top 10 in the entire.
Yeah, I think that's Richard Gosling.
Oh, the gods.
I think it is.
Good old
I think
Gos.
that's Richard. So he's
Once described him as the thorn in my side, and I took
the
it back. He's
real
a great man, Richard.
or the real R Gosling as he refers to
no.
himself as.
Oh no, we haven't updated Div 5.
What's going on here?
Div 5.
Div 5. James, what's this? This is week 2.
One job.
What?
One job.
Oh, no, that's that. I'll take the one.
There
for
we
that.
go.
There we go.
Oh,
No,
so
there we
I
go.
did, Jimbo.
Here we go. Week 7.
Tension.
So the golden team is number 1. I can't quite read that. Oh, Matty Johns. There he is. So he's flying along at the moment.
Mojo.
Team Lovejoy's Lard and Team Mojo. Cook Brown Rice. Yeah. And Sarah Ladies and Edelman, who won last year, Div 5.
Hasn't scored many points.
Oh, he
so
must have won
five.
Div 6 and got promoted.
No, she wanted to stay in Div 5.
What?
Didn't want to accept the promotion.
Why?
Interesting.
What? She wanted to say. Oh, because
Explain yourself, Sarah.
no, because Courtney, her friend, is also in the same div, and
Like
she was
it.
staying in Div 5, who's a bit lower on that list.
Can you also opt not to get relegated if you get relegated?
No.
Oh, the pyramids.
So we've got
Talk about the luckiest run in fantasy history.
6-0. Yeah, with a very low point score for Abers.
Hey, wasn't it you 3 minutes ago who said you just got to beat who you're up against, Chris?
Yeah,
well,
but
that's what they're doing.
Who, is this a male or female of the pyramids?
I don't know.
Now they're a landmark.
Doesn't matter.
Well, no, I was going to say he or she, but I don't know who it is. I don't want to misgender
You can
somebody.
see.
Get bloody thrown in jail for that these days.
Yeah. fair point. Shawnee Williams is third. Bo, you didn't. And I think he's going to win this week and knock off one of the undefeated teams.
Oh, not surprising. The Pyramids only scored 684 points.
5-2.
I'm almost 200 ahead of that.
Next one. Now, Div 7. This is the American Football League. Any given Sunday. So he was third. Chef Wait. Sorry, he was third highest point scorer behind Hawley and Tatch. So you can see out there, 801. So there was 3 coming into the week.
120, actually.
Yeah, there was 3 coming into the week that have scored over 800 points.
Yep.
So it was a nice little barometer. The Barnyard looking good. I think this is this is not the team. I think it's the next division that's full of Seattle fans, and we might get there. Wolf of Waller Street. I do like that name. That's a good one.
That's okay.
Let's move on to Div
30
8.
boy. Div 8.
Flag Football League.
Calvin and Hobbies in the Flag Football League. Hertz Donut. I think there's another one. I think there's an Ertz donut with Zach Ertz as the one, another team like that. You may now kiss McBride. So this is pretty even. This is a pretty good league actually. This one, and then Div 9.
Oh, the DFL. You named it.
The DFL.
The Dead
Yeah.
Fantasy League.
Well, not quite.
It's close too.
Yeah, this is
4
good.
teams at 4 and 2.
Yeah, this is a good league, and I think if you, I don't know, James, can you scroll down? I hate to put you on the spot.
It's a screeny.
If it's just a screenshot, I think if you go down, like 7, 8, 9, 10 are all on like 3 and 3 as well.
Wow.
That's remarkable.
I think
No one wants to get relegated to the league that doesn't exist yet.
That's
There'll
right.
be a
Everyone's
new.
fighting.
There'll be a Div 10 next year.
I like the. I think I pulled McCaff. That's a good one.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good name.
That is good.
And so we're enjoying it. Everyone's getting into it. No one sort of pulled the plug from what I've seen on any of their teams. So
It's a good comp, Dos. You're doing a great job. And if I can just appeal to all of our fantasy players there, one favor, because Dos puts in so much effort for everybody. If you can just tell your friends about the show, and if you haven't subscribed on YouTube yet, I think hit that button. They're the 2 things we would ask of you. I know a lot of you watch on YouTube anyway, and that's fantastic. Doing it for Dos, not for me. This is for Dos because he's a great man. Let's just go straight into our no-brainers for this week. Let's not even worry about the title card. We're on a roll, so let's just do that. Jimbo, if you want to pull up the games for week 8, we've got buys. We've got a lessened workload, boys. 6 teams on bye. Cardinals 2 and 5, they're on bye. Lions 4 and 2, Jags 4 and 3, they need a break. The Raiders 2 and 5. Pete also needs a break to just go back to that
Pete's in
drawing board. What the heck's going on there?
Pete's struggling.
He's in struggle town. And Matt Stafford, rest that hot hand, my friend. 5 and 2, they're on bye. Seahawks 4 and 2. They're playing later today, of course. Did I mention that before? That we've got 2 games?
You did.
Today?
I did in the thing, but I think you mentioned
You
it.
both did, fellas.
All right, let's have a look at the games. We'll go with the order on the screen. I'm going to lean forward and have a look here because, boys, our task is to pick 4 no-brainers. All right, that's what we did last week. We want to pick 4 no-brainers. We'll start the Vikings at the Chargers on Thursday night. That is not a no-brainer. That's an interesting little game as we've got the out-of-form Chargers and the hard-to-understand Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a tricky one, and TNF's always tricky. Al's got to get up for that.
Yeah, Al. Is this his last year?
Al's still on the West Coast. Yeah, I don't think he's left. I don't think he's left the West Coast for about a month.
I don't think so. He refuses. He'll be calling them from the studio soon. Dolphins at Falcons to start the early window. That's got to be an NB.
Falcons.
No brainer.
Yeah.
Going wrong with that, Hawley?
No, I'm okay with that.
Okay, that's number 1. James is noting that. Let us know when we get to 4. Bears at Ravens. Now, this is an interesting one. Will Lamar come back?
We can't put this. If Lamar comes back, it's not a no-brainer.
I know, but if he
obviously.
doesn't,
It's a no-brainer.
oh, it's the thunderstorm rattles Muscle Cat Studios. It's all happening out there.
We're gonna have to stay here. How do we get down?
Let's keep that as a maybe because we don't know where we're going with the others yet. Jets at Bengals. Oh my gosh, what do we do with
You
that?
almost want
The
to put
Jets
it
have
down
their
as a no-brainer.
starter.
Jets are so bad that
Yeah, because now that they've got Flacco, the Bengals, it's at least competent QB play, and it's at home.
like,
I
they
reckon we
should
NB
score-
that.
They should score like 20 points.
Cincy should win this game.
No brainer.
What else we got?
All right.
There's one or 2 coming
It's
up.
another grim early slate like it was.
Just a quick aside, will
yesterday.
it get the Bengals off the shelf for shame if they win?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
they're
good
off.
question. We're doing that next week.
Yeah, they're probably already off.
See how they perform?
Yeah, because they beat the Steelers. If they win that, they're off.
Yeah.
I think if they win that, they're off. But they're getting bolted to the wall if they lose to the Jets. Bills at Panthers, we can't no-brainer that. That's an exciting game. 49ers at Texans, that's not a no-brainer.
Maybe no Bryce Young for that game. High ankle sprain for Bryce. Andy Dalton.
Oh,
Results were negative though.
actually, that might be an NB.
Depending on, we keep that in the same basket as
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Okay,
game.
so we've
Wait
only
for the
locked
game time
one, have
decision.
we, James, so far?
2, because we got the Bengals.
Oh, we did do the Bengals. Okay.
Yeah.
Browns at Patriots. Browns at Patriots.
I mean, surely Patriots. I'm no NFL whiz. but-
Patriots.
Wow.
Oh, Jim's
He's-
looking
he's
at it.
he's
Let's look
Oh,
at it.
hold on. No, we're not, because have a look at. There's a couple more 5-1 versus
Yeah,
1 and
India
6
got to
teams.
destroy Tennessee.
Okay, let's put a hold on that because the Browns did just win 31-6. I know that it was against the Dolphins, but Giants at Eagles, no, we can't.
Nah,
no
not
brainer.
divisional.
Bucks at Saints.
Bucks, no brainer.
Yeah.
DOS, no brainer.
Yeah.
Done. Titans at Colts, no brainer. It. That's
Yeah.
our 4.
That's done.
That's our
mate.
4.
That is
Cowboys
done.
at Broncos. That's also in the late window. Packers at Steelers. That's Sunday night. Commanders at Chiefs. All right. Did you write those down, Jim?
Mhm.
What were our 4 no-brainers?
So we got Falcons, Bengals, Buccaneers, and the Titans.
No, the Colts,
Yeah,
Colts.
Colts over the Titans. Yep.
not the
Yep,
Titans.
yep, yep.
We'll see. We'll see.
Imagine if the Titans come out
Imagine
and win. Cam Ward throws 5 TDs.
All right, very good. That's the preview for this week, or the review
Oh,
and the preview.
sorry.
And we only end in one way. Christopher.
Okay. Dos, stop looking
No,
at
I'm not
it.
looking. It wasn't until you moved your computer that I was like, oh, that's right. You do your little thing.
Okay, fellas.
Little thing.
A mummy covered in chocolate and nuts has been discovered in Egypt. Archaeologists believe it may be Pharaoh Rocher.
That's very good.
Like it?
Yep, well
Yeah,
done.
come on, give us some.
Well done, Chris.
Thanks, boys.
That's the Outback QB podcast. It's always good to end on a high like that. We haven't had one for a while, but we've all agreed.
Hold on. He's
What?
just couple last 2 weeks have been stiff.
Yeah,
But
he's like the
before
Chargers.
that-
Had a rough patch. We're
Yeah.
sure we'll bounce back. No, what? Sorry, I've sort of tainted
He's
it
off the
by
shelf for
saying-
shame.
He's off the shelf for shame. Exactly right. If you haven't hit subscribe yet or checked us out on YouTube, make sure you do Outback QB podcast. Thank you to everybody who listens. We truly mean that. I don't think we thank them enough, Dos. We're getting more people listening than ever. We're getting more people watching than ever. Musclecat Media is growing. We've had a good start with the sports show. Check that out if you haven't. We're on our way. So thank you for everyone who's on board. Tell your friends. We'll see you for the Week 7 review. No, the Week 8 review next week.